Hello everybody, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So we are going to do a thrift flip. So I have a bunch of stuff I got from the bins that I thought were kind of meh, and I've kind of been collecting them, and then this morning I went and I got a couple more things to thrift flip. So this is gonna be like a haul slash thrift flip. I tried to fix my hair myself and I messed it up even more. I need a professional. This is just, it just keeps getting worse and worse, okay? Like, it looks a little bit more purple in real life, but on camera it looks like red. I don't know what to do with myself. I just don't want to spend the money, okay? If you guys are new here, I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, and I dabble in eBay, not really. That is why I have all these thrifted clothes. I get most of my stuff from Goodwill or the bins. I contemplated on getting maybe like some crew necks from Walmart, but I figured I could find equally cool stuff just at the thrift store. And then if I ruin it, I'm not going to be out $10, I'll be out $3 or 50 cents if I get it from the bins. So if you're trying to do a thrift flip, definitely check out the thrift store first, or even in your own closet. That way you're not creating more waste. So anyway, all I needed for this was cotton clothing. I tried to pick out stuff that was mostly cotton when I went to the Goodwill. This morning started off with me going to Goodwill, where I was looking for some cotton pieces that might be a little bit more, sorry, my dog's licking her, you know what. Anyway, I was trying to look for cotton pieces because usually pieces that dye really well are cotton or linen, just natural fibers like that. Polyester apparently will not do as good of a job as being bleached. So I went to a thrift store to find that. I already had a squeeze bottle at home. You can use any kind of squeeze bottle you already have, like an old sriracha bottle, an old ketchup bottle. This one I just happened to have from like the dollar store. But you can also use a spray bottle too, like from an old cleaner or something. You will also need rubber bands, bleach, and water. So basically what I started off doing was mixing half and half bleach and water. And so I had my mixture, and then I started doing the scrunch pattern, which you'll see me doing in the videos, is just kind of scrunching up the shirts. Some of them I did the spiral, and with the spiral one you'll want to do like every other one. You'll want to bleach every other like pie shape, I guess. And I did this outside so that way I would have the best ventilation, because bleach can pretty much burn your nostril hairs off. Like, it's a very, you don't want to breathe that stuff in. It's not good, okay? So I did this outside on top of some plastic bags. You could do it in your shower tub, whatever. But I kind of messed up in the beginning. In the beginning, I forgot to wet some of the clothes, but you know what? They actually turned out just fine. So they say you're supposed to wet the clothes first, so that way the bleach will absorb better, I think. I'm not really sure, but regardless of if you do it or not, it came out fine for me. So yeah.
not for me to say you love. It's not for me to say you love. Go with the brothers, boo, you know how we do.
So I bleached my clothes and I let it sit for 10 minutes. Now, some people say you're supposed to leave it for 2 hours. I was a little afraid of leaving it for that long because bleach is so corrosive, it might actually make holes in your clothing. So I actually just left it for like 15 minutes. And then as soon as I got the results I wanted, I undid the rubber bands and I just rinsed it outside with like the hose water. Once I had done that with all the clothing, I took it to my washer and I used the Eco strips. They're like little detergent strips. The company actually sent them to me for free to try out. They didn't say I had to make a video with them, but I figured I'd use them for this purpose and everything turned out just great. They're super cool. If you're doing like tiny living or living in a van, these are like perfect because they take up no room. But anyway, not sponsored, just sent to me to try out. So then I also dried them in my dryer. I know some people air dry. I just kind of wanted to speed up the process and see what it looked like. So now that that's done, I'll show you guys everything. So the first one I did was this Harley Davidson t-shirt I got at the bins. It just looks like that. I'm actually really happy with this one. This is one of the ones that I did not wet before I bleached. And it just looks like that. Oh, by the way, if you guys are interested in any of these, I'll have them all listed on Poshmark and Mercari. So super, super cute. Really like that one. That one turned out more orange. And apparently, depending on the base material they use or the base dye the black is, they will turn different colors. So you'll see some of them are like if you see this one's more orange and this one's more like a pale peach color. So anyway, I thought that was cool. This one is a Tupac shirt. I got this one at the bins. I really like this one too. Just looks like that. This one actually already has some holes in it, so I think this would be a cool one to maybe distress a little bit more. Just so that way it looks a little bit more uniform and that there's not just like a random hole in it. So there's that one. This one, I wasn't sure about because I think it's 40% polyester. This one's 60% cotton and 40% polyester. As you might see, some of the polyester pieces don't take the color as well. This is also a light gray color, so this one was kind of, it's okay. I mean, I still think it's really cute. It just doesn't look, it's just not exactly how I wanted it. I don't really know what I expected. I honestly had no clue, but I really like these sweaters, so these are like my favorite sweaters from Aerie. This one I loved. I was really going for that cloud look, and I think this one turned out great. It's just pink with lighter pink at first. This one took a while to develop, and this was one of the ones that I forgot to wet first. So it still turned out just as good in my opinion. This looks like that. Oh, and this one actually did not have a material tag, so I wasn't sure if it would even change or not because I didn't know if it had polyester. So there's that. Okay, this one, I don't know, I might have to keep this one for myself. I really love this one because it turned like a lime green. Sometimes it's called reverse tie-dye because you're like taking the color out instead of putting it back in. So I thought this one was cool, and this is a spiral one that I did. You can't really tell that it was supposed to be a spiral. I guess you like kind of can. Some people use a fork to make the spiral, but I just use my hands. So this one's super cool. I love that one. These shorts, these turned out all right. I don't think they're too bad, but I mean, they're more interesting than they started. So they're like this light blue color. They're pretty fun to lounge in. I think that's would be really cute if there's like a matching blue top for that. This one was my most disappointing one, I think. Well, other than the Aerie one. But as you can see, this one turned out a little bit more red. I tried to do the spiral with this one and it just did not work. It's an Everlane T-shirt and it's 100% Pima cotton. So maybe I just needed to use more bleach. I don't know. It's all right. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's just not, I don't think it turned out the best. This one, I just used a spray bottle. I didn't even use the rubber bands. And this is what it came out looking like. I think it's actually really cool, especially with the wolves and the stars that are already kind of on it. I think it looks awesome. It kind of looks like a galaxy. So yeah. All right, those are all of my thrift flips. If you're bored at home quarantining, I hope this gives you something to do. I got all that stuff from Goodwill, probably spent less than like 20 bucks on this whole thing, and I have a ton of new clothes. So not that I'm really keeping any, I don't think, but yeah. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like it, comment, subscribe. It helps my videos go up in the algorithm, and yeah, it just helps me out. So I hope you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.